changed Hollywood but divided a generation. The rise of blaxploitation cinema in the early 1970s emerged from the shadows of America's tumultuous civil rights era. It was a time when black voices, long silenced or sidelined, found a new stage on the silver screen. These films burst forth with raw energy, bold, unapologetic, and electrifying, offering stories centered on black protagonists who fought back against a world built to suppress them. Yet, beneath the vibrant neon glow and pulsating funk soundtracks lay a complex tapestry of empowerment and exploitation. Blaxploitation movies dared to flip the script, but at what cost? As the credits roll on this chapter of cinematic history, the question remains, did they liberate a culture or commodify a struggle? This is the story of blaxploitation. Its rise, its resonance, and the rift it carved through a generation's soul. In the wake of the 1960s civil rights movement, America finds itself at a crossroads. The assassinations of Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X leave a void filled with pain and anger. Black communities grapple with systemic injustice, economic hardship, and a yearning for identity and respect. Hollywood, long a gatekeeper of narratives, has largely ignored or misrepresented black experiences. Then, in 1971, a film shatters the mold, Shaft, directed by Gordon Parks. It introduces John Shaft, a cool, confident private detective who commands the screen with swagger and strength. For the first time, a black hero is not a sidekick or a stereotype. He is the star. Shaft ignites a wave, and suddenly studios scramble to tap into a new, lucrative market. The black urban audience, hungry for representation. Blaxploitation, born from the fusion of black and exploitation, is a genre defined as much by its contradictions as its creativity. These films are loud, fast-paced, saturated with funk and soul, and brimming with defiance. They portray black protagonists who take control in a world built to marginalize them. Pimps, detectives, rebels, and vigilantes. Yet, critics argue that blaxploitation exploits black culture, reinforcing harmful stereotypes of violence, criminality, and hypersexuality. The genre's aesthetic is unmistakable. Tight leather jackets, afro hairstyles, swaggering confidence, and soundtracks by legends like Isaac Hayes and Curtis Mayfield. Blaxploitation's allure is undeniable, but so too is its controversy. Was it a mirror held up to society, or a caricature crafted for profit? The early 1970s are a time of unprecedented social upheaval. Black power movements pulse through cities, advocating for pride and self-determination. Against this backdrop, blaxploitation films become both a reflection and a catalyst. They portray black protagonists who defy white authority, who reclaim agency in a world that often denies it. Films like Superfly and Coffee feature characters who walk the fine line between rebellion and survival, navigating urban landscapes fraught with danger and corruption. For many viewers, these movies offer a cathartic escape, a celebration of black culture's resilience and creativity. Yet, the genre's commercial success also invites scrutiny from organizations like the NAACP and the Urban League, who fear these stories may reinforce negative images rather than dismantle them. Behind the camera, blaxploitation is a paradox of opportunity and limitation. While these films open doors for black actors and musicians, they often remain confined within narrow roles dictated by white producers and studios. Few black filmmakers helm these projects. Many are crafted by outsiders capitalizing on a cultural moment without fully embracing its complexities. Gordon Parks stands as a notable exception, a black director who brings authenticity and nuance to Shaft. But for many others, the genre's formulaic approach prioritizes style over substance. The tension between artistic expression and commercial exploitation simmers beneath the surface, leaving audiences to wrestle with the question, can true empowerment emerge from a system built on commodification? The soundtracks of Blaxploitation are more than mere background. They are the heartbeat of a movement. Legendary artists like Isaac Hayes, Curtis Mayfield, and James Brown craft sonic landscapes that elevate these films from pulp to poetry. Hayes' Academy Award-winning theme for Shaft pulses with swagger and soul, embodying the film's spirit of defiant cool. And Superfly's soundtrack critiques the drug trade's impact on black communities even as the film glamorizes it. These musical scores capture the contradictions of the era. Celebration intertwined with critique, joy laced with pain. They resonate far beyond the cinema, influencing generations of musicians and embedding Blaxploitation's cultural imprint deep into the American soundtrack. The characters at the heart of Blaxploitation are complex, and at times contradictory symbols. The heroes are often anti-heroes, flawed, fierce, and fiercely independent. Pam Grier's roles in Coffee and Foxy Brown break new ground for black women on screen, portraying strength and sexuality with unapologetic power. Yet these portrayals also provoke debate. Do they empower black women or reduce them to hypersexualized icons? Male characters, too, embody both resistance and problematic tropes. Pimps and drug dealers who command respect but also perpetuate cycles of violence. These portrayals force audiences to confront uncomfortable truths about representation, agency, and the cost of visibility within a racially charged culture. As Blaxploitation sweeps through the 1970s, it leaves an indelible mark on Hollywood and American culture. The genre opens doors for black actors and musicians, creating new pathways in an industry long closed to them. It challenges mainstream narratives, demanding that black stories be told with urgency and style. Yet, the backlash grows louder. Civil rights leaders and cultural critics decry the genre's glamorization of crime and its reliance on stereotypes. Studios, sensing the controversy and waning novelty, begin to retreat. By the late 1970s, Blaxploitation's golden era fades, replaced by more nuanced and varied portrayals of black life. But its influence endures, echoing in films and music for decades to come. The legacy of Blaxploitation is a story of complexity and contradiction. It is a chapter in Hollywood history marked by vibrant creativity and painful compromise. For some, it represents a breakthrough, a moment when black audiences saw themselves as heroes on screen, commanding attention and respect. For others, it is a cautionary tale of cultural commodification, where struggle becomes spectacle and resistance is repackaged for profit. Yet beneath these debates lies a profound truth. Blaxploitation was a mirror reflecting a society grappling with race, identity, and power. It forced America to confront uncomfortable realities, even as it entertained and inspired. In the decades since, Blaxploitation's influence can be traced through the evolution of black cinema and culture. Filmmakers like Spike Lee, John Singleton, and Ava DuVernay build on the foundations laid by that era, crafting stories that blend entertainment with incisive social commentary. The genre's aesthetic, its style, music, and attitude, resurfaces in hip-hop and fashion, testifying to its enduring cultural resonance. Yet, the conversations sparked by Blaxploitation continue, reminding us that representation is never simple. It is a battleground where identity, power, and perception collide, shaping how stories are told and who gets to tell them. To understand Blaxploitation is to understand a pivotal moment in American history, a moment when art, commerce, and politics intersected on the silver screen. These films confront us with the contradictions of liberation within a system still riddled with inequality. They celebrate black life with vibrancy and flair, even as they wrestle with the shadows of stereotype and commodification. As we watch these stories today, we are invited to reflect on the power of film to shape culture, to define identities, and to provoke both joy and discomfort. Blaxploitation is not just a genre, it is a lens through which we glimpse the complexities of race, creativity, and survival in America. The rise and fall of Blaxploitation leaves us with a legacy as vivid and complicated as the era that birthed it. It challenges us to ask difficult questions. What does it mean to be represented? Who controls the narratives of a people? How do we balance celebration with critique? In its swagger and style, its music and myth, Blaxploitation captures a moment when black voices demanded to be heard, not in whispers, but in shouts. It reminds us that progress is often messy, that empowerment can coexist with exploitation, and that the stories we tell carry the weight of history. As the screen fades to black, the conversation continues, echoing in the hearts and minds of generations still seeking their own reflection. Blaxploitation story is far from over. Echoes ripple through modern cinema, music, and culture, a testament to the enduring power of representation and the ongoing struggle for authentic voice. It invites us to remember a time when Hollywood's doors cracked open just enough to glimpse a new world, one alive with complexity, contradiction, and the fierce spirit of a people determined to claim their place. This is more than a chapter in film history. It is a living testament to the resilience and creativity at the heart of the Black experience. In understanding Blaxploitation, we understand a piece of ourselves, a story still unfolding, still demanding to be told. This has been Roots Renaissance. See you in the next chapter.